Hi, welcome to the STEM and Education Magnet Programs Information Session. My name is Dr. Kimberly Bolig. I'm the Director of the Regional STEM Education Center and the Director of the Education Prep and Training Programs for the College of Education at Bloomsburg University. And I'm excited to tell you a lot about our programs. First, I'd like to mention that these started about 6 years ago. They were the brainchild of 3 regional school superintendents. And since then, we have grown from the 1 track that we started with, engineering, to 5 tracks in the STEM plus an education magnet for about 17 different school districts. So let's get started and let me go over an agenda for this. We're going to talk about why STEM and why education. I'm going to go into why you would want to go into our programs for these. We're going to talk about some new STEM tracks we're pretty excited about, requirements to apply, how to apply, the acceptance process, what is required afterwards, and then a little bit about what you can expect by being in the program. One of the things I want to mention is we are part of ACE, but we are our own special part of ACE. So we are a very selective program. We want to make sure that you are getting, if you come into the program, that you're going to be ready for it, because these are very tough college classes that you'll be taking, and we don't want it to hurt you in your high school graduation. So if you already are in a STEM career, you probably know why you want to go into science, technology, engineering, or math. However, let's talk about what you can do with those careers. One of the great things is you do make a difference in the world through your creativity and imagination. You do get to explore, experiment, collaborate with others. You get to travel. But probably one of the top reasons people go into the field is because it does pay well. Out of the 21 out of the top 25 best paying jobs, they're in the STEM field. Salaries are around $64,590, and so it's a good way to make money. I will tell you, for example, one of our majors, digital forensics, which is a really cool career to get into, they start out at least at that, if not higher. But money isn't everything. Getting a high-paying job is great, but you need to be satisfied with it. And that's a great thing about the STEM field, too, is they have the highest job satisfactions, particularly in the math career, and there's a huge growth in STEM. We need STEM people, 17% versus 10% for the rest of the careers. Education, though, is another area that we are in desperate need. We know that there will be 170,000 new teaching openings each year. We know that in Pennsylvania alone, 4,600 openings until 2022. And we know that teachers are not only needed because of the job openings, but they are needed. Every job, every person in the world has been associated with a teacher. Teachers influence. Teachers change students' lives. It is a job that you'll love doing. We know the pay starts out in Pennsylvania between $40,000 and $45,000. Once you have experience, you can get up to $70,000. And if you decide later on to go into administration, school principal, superintendent, it's over $100,000. Each day and each year is going to be changing. If you like change, if you like helping others, if you want to make a difference in this world, education is the best one for you. So why would you want to go into one of our magnet programs? Well, first of all, you're going to be taking college courses while you're in high school. You'll come in as a junior, and between your junior and senior year, you'll be going to your high school classes in the morning, while in the afternoon from about 12 to 2, Monday through Friday, you'll be over with us. Then you can go back again to your high school after that and do your evening or activities, whether it's sports, whether it's getting a job in an organization, you'll still have time for all that. You'll also be with others. You'll come in as a cohort, and you'll be going through those 2 years with the students, but they're going to be from other schools. It says 15 here, school districts, but we actually just added 2 more, so we're up to 17. So you get to meet new students from other schools who have the same interests as you, who are as intelligent or maybe even more intelligent than you, so you have to strive even harder. The nice thing, though, is that you will get to be with students who you can network with now and later. I've had a lot of alumni from this program who said that they're still great friends with the people that they met in the program. In fact, I had students who went to Bloomsburg after they graduated and found the roommate through this program to have at Bloomsburg. You will get up to 30 credits, college credits, and of course we hope you'll stay at Bloomsburg. However, they do transfer to other colleges too. So if Bloomsburg isn't the right college for you, you can take these credits and transfer them to other colleges. We are a program. You don't just come to class and leave. With ours, you actually will be interacting with faculty. You'll also be interacting with professionals in the field. So you get a chance to meet different people in the field and interact with them. You'll have workshops. We do workshops on how to be a successful college student, but we also have workshops on how to get into a certain field, what that field is like. There's a lot of opportunities with our program. Once you have gone through the program, you get accepted into Bloomsburg University and you get your application fee waived, and we have specific scholarships for not only the STEM Magnet, but also for the Education Magnet program students that go through. But don't just take my word for it. Here are a little bit from students who have been in our program.
Well, I was interested in STEM because I thought it offered a great opportunity for any high school student interested in the STEM majors, and it's just a good opportunity for anyone to get college credit.
Math is one of my best subjects, and I love science, and I've always wanted to go into something math or science related, and it would be a great opportunity to take college courses while still in high school and get a head start.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was a great opportunity to gain some knowledge about the STEM field and get some college credits while at it.
Knew I had an aptitude for math and sciences, and I decided to explore and try something difficult to challenge myself and expand my skills in these fields.
A career in the STEM field came to me after I took my first calculus class in the spring of my junior year of high school at the STEM program. Just everything that I learned in calculus just clicked with me, and I realized that this is what I wanted to do the rest of my life, something with mathematics in the STEM field.
In early high school, probably around 9th or 10th grade, and I was really interested in computers. So I was interested in electrical or computer engineering. So I just thought it was good for me. I liked math and science.
My mom's a nurse, so I was always interested in the sciences and everything, and taking a specialized program for science and math and engineering and technology was a really unique experience that I really wanted to take.
What I liked best about the STEM Magnet program was taking the college classes while still in high school, because now I know how difficult the classes are going to be, so I'm a little more prepared next year as a freshman.
Seeing the different teaching styles that the college professors have compared to high school teachers.
First off, I gained college credit and experience for the fields that I'm interested in, and I think it just gave me really good experience working with other people that are in those fields.
Basically was the deciding factor in my major. It was the reason I chose computer science instead of engineering, which I know I couldn't do now.
I learned how to manage my time better and better studying techniques because the courses were obviously a lot harder than they were in high school.
All the relationships that I made with the truly very smart people that are just in the area, that I'll always have these relationships the rest of my life. And it just really helps solidify my thoughts on what I want to do with the rest of my life.
We're involved with the STEM Magnet program by opening up our factory, our staff, our people, our processes to the students who are involved in the STEM program. It allows us to get fresh perspectives, new ideas. We learn as much from the students as they learn from us. We want to continue to be involved in this program going forward to build a closer, stronger relationship to actually start to build and develop these future leaders into the careers that we need. It's important for ourselves and companies in this area to be part of the Bloomsburg STEM program to develop and bring in new talent, new ideas, creative thinking with people who have engineering and mechanical and technical backgrounds. It's one of the most important areas for our company and this area and this country.
So our tracks that we have currently in the STEM Magnet program are engineering, health sciences, and technology. And we're adding 2 new full tracks of chemistry and environmental science. For the chemistry track, if you go into that, you're going to get your sciences and chemistry and your maths, such as pre-calculus, calculus 1, 2, differential equations, even calc 3. For environmental science department has 15 faculty and 200 plus majors. Great though, because some of the things you can do with environmental science is you can do soils, hydrology, and geographic information systems, GIS. So if you go into this track, you get to a little bit of each of these to decide what you want to do later. So the requirements for our STEM Magnet program: you need to be a current sophomore, although some of your colleges, or high schools, some of your high schools will allow you to come in as a senior if you didn't get a chance to do it in your junior year. You want to have Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry, 2 years of science, have a recommendation from a science or a math teacher or your guidance counselor, and then have a 95% attendance rate. Why are we interested in the attendance rate? When you get to college, you're going to find that classes go very, very fast. Missing a class is a lot of material to cover and try to figure out later on. We want students who are serious. As I said, you are in college classes with college students taught by college faculty. We do this because we know that if you decide to go to college later on and want to transfer these, that is what they are looking for. Missing a class is going to really hurt you and your high school GPA if you are dual enrollment. So we want to make sure that you are serious, that you are going to be attending the classes. Many of our students will tell you right now that they do not miss no matter what, because they know that they're going to be hurting themselves by doing that. Most of the schools will offer you a chance to ride a bus to here, to our college for the classes. They offer the transportation, so you don't have that problem. However, some don't. But when we have times where the schools don't offer transportation, our students still make it to class because they know how important it is. Again, current sophomore, 2 years of math with a minimum of a B grade, 2 years of English language arts with a minimum of a B grade in each course. Again, we want the teacher guidance recommendation. And to be honest, for both of these magnets, getting a teacher recommendation is actually preferred because they have seen your work and they know what you can do in the classroom. And again, the 95% attendance rate. To apply, you go out to bloomu.edu/STEM. You're going to scroll down. You're going to see a little button that says Apply Now. Click on that and it's going to take you out to the online application. In the online application, fill it out. For your honors or distinctions, please make sure to tell us everything. Have you been on the Distinguished Honor Roll? Have you been on the Honor Roll? How many times were you on them? Did you get any other awards, whether they're academic or sports or whatever? Then there is an essay requirement. It is a minimum of 150 words, and we stick with that. If you do not give us a 150-word essay, it is not a completed application. We also ask for a high school transcript, and we ask that your high school guidance counselor scans it and emails it to me. It does not need to be an official transcript, and right now with COVID-19, we can't take it through the mail. So please have them scan and email it to me. The teacher guidance counselor recommendation is also online. When you look at the STEM, you're going to see your application. You're going to see right below it is the teacher guidance counselor application or recommendation. We ask that you have them go out there, fill it out, and send that in. We cannot take a written recommendation. We only need that. And then finally, if you need some help as a STEM magnet student, we do have scholarships available. So you can fill out the financial aid application and send that in as part of your application process. For the education magnet, I'm happy to say that if you are applying for that, we are going to award anyone who comes in next year full scholarship for tuition for the next 2 years in education. So we hope that that will help. If you do need help though with textbooks, you can fill out the financial aid for textbooks. Once I receive any of these, whether it's the application, the transcript, the guidance counselor recommendation, the financial aid, within 48 business hours, I will email you to let you know that I have received it. If you do not receive an email back from me regarding that, please contact me immediately because something happened and I did not receive your application. All applications typically need to be in by April 15th. However, with the COVID-19, we have now moved it to May 1st. Once we receive the entire application, we will let you know by May 15th whether you have been accepted into the program. We have a panel of regional leaders who look over every application. I send you an email letting you know either way whether you were accepted or not accepted by May 15th. And then you will receive a confirmation letter for it afterwards. We do have a summer orientation. Typically, it is 3 days in the summer of programming. However, right now we are not allowed to do any on-campus programming for the summer. So we will be doing those online, and once you have been accepted in the program, I will let you know more about them. It is a 2-year commitment, unless you come in as a senior, obviously. Enrollment is 1 to 2 courses per semester. Now, I say 1 to 2, but everybody takes 2 courses per semester, except if they take a summer course or a winter break course, and then it would be only 1. We also have a winter break program. It is part of the requirements of being in the magnet programs. During the winter, fall, and spring of your first year, you are required to take a winter break program with us. But it's a lot of fun. We do a lot of great things during that program. We bring in people to talk to you. We work on critical thinking projects. If you're in the health science track, we take you to see a live surgery. For the others, we do special things, field trips, and also it's a great way for that program. Other than that, requirements are obviously to participate, follow all our policies, participate in all the programs. Our fall semester begins on August 24th, and we are very much hoping that it will be on campus. During the first semester that you are in the program, you will have a study lab. We have found that students who participate in the study labs do much better. It is a requirement of the program. It is built right in that 12 to 2 time period, Monday through Friday. It is not extra. During the study labs, you get to collaborate with the other students that are from other high schools, but in your track, so it's a great way to do that. It's also a time when we have tutors available, and we bring in speakers and do workshops for you. One other thing I want to mention on this slide is the Bloomsburg Fair Week. I know for some schools you have some days, if not the entire week off during the Bloomsburg Fair. We do not. During that week, you are required to be in classes. Many of you are very interested in what kind of classes you will take. If you're in engineering, health science, or technology, this gives you an idea of the classes that you would be taking during the next 2 years. You're going to notice that engineering and technology kind of cross because we know that engineers work with computers and computer programmers work with engineers, and then there's also computer programming engineering. So you're going to see a lot of those courses, particularly in the first year, are going to cross. After that, they'll go off in technology and engineering into different directions. Health sciences, you can see the types of classes you would be taking. Chemistry and our 2 brand new ones, chemistry and environmental engineering, you're going to see a lot of the classes that they are in those areas. And then finally, education magnet, you're going to see the types of classes. I'd like to mention that if you go into the magnet program, you're going to be going in a track, you're going to be going with a cohort, you're going to be going through the sequence of courses. That's because we have these courses set up with the faculty in those schools and then who are teaching those classes to save us seats for you, so you know you'll have a seat in those sections. ACE is opposite. If you go into the ACE program, they're different. What they do is that after all the college students have scheduled their courses, any seats that are left over, then an ACE student can take. So we're more upfront with what we have, and we know what you're going to be taking. Where the ACE is, you aren't quite sure what you're going to take depending on what courses are available. The cost for the program is $700 to $930 per semester, depending on your courses. If you're taking a course with a lab, which a lot of our engineering and health science do, the cost goes up. If you are in technology or education, although education doesn't have to worry because theirs will be paid for, theirs is closer to the $700. Books are anywhere from $100 to $300 semester. I will say that one thing Bloomsburg has worked very hard for is keeping the cost of textbooks down, and there's been few that have had to pay up to the $300. However, again, anybody who needs any help with textbooks, please fill out the financial aid application. Again, our deadline to apply is May 1st. If you have questions, I know you can't ask them right now. However, you can email me at kbolig@bloomu.edu. That's kbolig@bloomu.edu. Please feel free to email me, ask me questions. We'll make sure to get right back to you because we really are very interested in having the students in this program that this program is right for. I will tell you that there is a lot of things you gain from this program, whether it's the credits, whether it's getting to interact with other students, but one of the biggest things you gain from this program is learning how to study in college in a supportive atmosphere. It's also a chance to have interactions with faculty so that if you do want them to write your recommendations to go to college, you get a chance to do that. There's a lot of things that this program is very good for. So I hope that you consider it. If you have any questions, please email me again at kbolig@bloomu.edu, and I look forward to hearing from you.